People of the Lie, The Hope for Healing Human Evil by M. Scott Peck, the author of The Road Less Traveled. Book 2, The Encounter with Evil in Everyday Life. Dr. Peck.
Psychiatrists brush against evil not once or twice in a lifetime, but almost routinely as we come in contact with human crises. And it is my contention that the name of evil should have a definite place in our lexicon. It is true that there are very real dangers to such naming, but without the name, we will never clearly know what we are doing in such cases. We will remain limited in our capacity to help the victims of evil, and we will have no hope whatsoever of dealing with the evil ones themselves. For how can we heal that which we do not even dare study? Since I met the men and women and families I am describing in my practice of psychiatry, I am concerned that the listener will think, "Ah, yes, but these are special cases. These people may be evil, but he is not talking about my kind of people, my colleagues, my acquaintances, my friends or relatives." This is not so. Like it or not, the psychiatrist sees as much psychopathology at cocktail parties, conferences, and corporations as in her or his own office. While the data I am presenting are drawn from my psychiatric practice, most of the time I shall be speaking not so much about psychiatric patients as about human beings anywhere and everywhere. In Book 1 we considered a person, the case of George, who was not evil but was in grave danger of becoming so. Then, to illustrate some of the principles involved in people who had crossed the line and descended into evil, a couple was described, the case of Bobby and his parents. In Book 2, I shall describe others who are frankly evil. The most typical victim of evil is a child. This is to be expected because children are not only the weakest and most vulnerable members of our society, but also because parents wield a power over the lives of their children that is essentially absolute. This power, like all power, is subject to abuse of various degrees of malignancy. A rather intriguing feature of the case of Bobby was the extraordinary unity of his parents. They functioned as a team. We cannot say that Bobby's father was evil, but his mother was not, or that his mother was evil and his father was just along for the ride. As far as I could tell, they were both.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?